Clocks slay time. That's what the writer William Faulkner once said, and the more I think about it, the more I realize how true it is. We invented clocks to measure time, to organize it, to make sense of it. But somewhere along the way, we gave them too much power. We let them rule us. Time is dead as long as it is being clicked off by little wheels. Only when the clock stops does time come to life. That line hit me like a quiet thunderclap. It made me wonder, have we lost the essence of time by trying to control it? When a clock breaks, we panic. But maybe, just maybe, that's when we start to truly feel time again. These words struck me. They really did. I found myself sitting in a park one day just watching people. Everyone was moving, rushing, checking their phones, glancing at their watches. And there I was, still. For the first time in a long time, I wasn't thinking about the next thing. I was just there. They made me think about how we live our lives. So often, we're rushing, we're always on the move, always late for something, always trying to squeeze more into the day. We treat time like a resource to be spent, saved, or wasted. But what if it's not a resource at all? What if it's a presence? We're checking our watches, our phones, we forget to just be. We forget that time isn't just something we track, it's something we live. Every second we spend worrying about the next is a second we lose in the now. We've built a world that runs on schedules and alarms, deadlines and countdowns, but in doing so, we've forgotten how to feel time, how to breathe with it, how to let it unfold naturally. We become slaves to the clock. We let it dictate our days. We wake up when it tells us, eat when it says, sleep when it allows. But time wasn't always like this. Before clocks, time was the sun, the moon, the rhythm of the seasons. It was intuitive. It was alive. We feel like we never have enough time. But maybe the problem isn't time, it's how we relate to it. Maybe we've been looking at it all wrong. Maybe time isn't something to conquer, but something to dance with. But what if we stopped listening to the clock for a little while? What if we let ourselves drift, even just for a moment? What if we allowed time to stretch, to breathe, to soften? What if we just let time be time? Not a taskmaster, not a countdown, but a companion. A quiet, ever-present friend. Maybe then we'd finally feel what it means to be alive in the moment. Maybe then time would come back to life. Think about it. When was the last time you truly felt present? Not just physically there, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually grounded in the moment. When you're constantly watching the clock, time seems to slip away. Minutes vanish. Hours disappear. Days blur into each other. You wake up, rush through your routine, and before you know it, the sun has set again. It's like life is happening in fast forward, and you're just trying to keep up. You're left wondering where it all went. You're trapped in a cycle of appointments and deadlines. Meetings, emails, errands, repeat. You check one thing off your list, only to add 3 more. The pressure never lets up. And in the quiet moments, if you even get them, you feel the weight of everything you've missed. The ticking becomes a background noise you can't escape. It's not just the sound of time passing, it's the sound of life slipping through your fingers. You're always thinking about the next thing, never fully present in the now. Your mind races ahead, what's next, what's due, what's late. Even in moments of rest, your thoughts are sprinting. It's like being on a treadmill. Running and running, but never actually going anywhere. You're moving, but are you progressing? You're busy, but are you fulfilled? We confuse motion with meaning. We think if we're doing something, we must be living. But activity isn't the same as purpose, and speed isn't the same as direction. Is this really living, or is this just existing? Maybe it's time to pause, to breathe, to reclaim the moments we've been letting slip away, because life isn't measured in deadlines met or tasks completed. It's measured in presence, in connection, in meaning. Now imagine taking a walk in the woods. You leave your phone behind. The only sounds are the wind in the trees and the birds singing. You feel the sun on your face. You breathe in the fresh air. In that moment, time slows down. It stops being something you measure. It becomes something you experience. You're fully present, fully alive. Or picture this. You're sitting with someone you love. You're sharing stories, laughing, truly connecting. the hours melt away. You don't even notice the time passing. In these moments, time doesn't matter. What matters is the connection, the shared experience. This is what it means for time to come alive. Ever find yourself gazing at the night sky? The stars seem to twinkle back at you, ancient and vast. In their presence, our worries feel small. Time itself feels insignificant. The universe reminds us we are but a small part of something much bigger. Our deadlines and schedules fade away. We are left with a sense of awe and wonder. You know, children understand this instinctively. They haven't yet learned to be ruled by the clock. They live in the moment, fully absorbed in their games and discoveries. A child building a tower with blocks isn't worried about finishing it. A child drawing a picture isn't concerned with perfection. They're just, simply enjoying the process, the pure joy of creation. We can learn from this, from the stillness of the trees, the quiet of the morning, the way the sun rises without rush or hesitation. Nature has always known how to move at its own pace. And maybe, just maybe, it's time we remembered how to do the same. Really, we can learn to slow down, to appreciate the simple things, the rustle of leaves, the song of a bird, the warmth of sunlight on our skin. These moments, often overlooked, are the ones that ground us. They remind us that life isn't a race, but a rhythm. We can choose to put down our phones, to disconnect from the constant noise and reconnect with ourselves. In a world that's always online, choosing to be present is a quiet act of rebellion, and a powerful one. To step away from the clock, from the pressure to always be doing, producing, achieving, to simply be, to breathe, to feel the wind, the earth, the moment. That's where life really happens, in the now. Now, this doesn't mean we abandon all responsibility. Life still asks things of us, work, commitments, goals. But it does mean we can approach them with more intention, more clarity, and less chaos. It just means we find a balance, a way to honor both our ambitions and our need for rest, a way to move through life with purpose, not pressure, to create space for peace, even in the midst of productivity. We make time for what truly matters: connection, creativity, joy. Because in the end, it's not about how much we do, but how deeply we live. Reclaiming our time is about reclaiming our lives. When we let go of the need to control time, something wonderful happens. Time starts to control itself. It expands to accommodate the moments that matter. We find joy in the everyday. A cup of coffee in the morning, a walk in the park, a conversation with a friend. These moments become precious, not because they are fleeting, but because they are real. So let the clock do its job. Let it tick away in the background, but don't let it rule your life. Don't let it steal your joy, your peace, your time. Remember, time is a gift. It's a gift to be cherished, not wasted. Live in the now. Embrace the moment. For it is in these moments that life truly begins.